Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, Empire, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just gonna call this the Captain Obvious video, man. You guys, you're starting to pick up that you have a problem here, right? I mean, all hopium aside, and I'm happy to entertain it. I don't personally, but I'm happy to entertain it because this is crypto. That's kind of the way it is, particularly from an influencer with two O's. I'm not him, but particularly from an influencer perspective, man, it's hopium. That's what you live with when things go bad. You kind of fall back on hopium. But even with that, man, there's something a little bit off here. This is kind of where it's a little bit off. You guys are. I'm not gonna. I'll point out the price because I'm supposed to, but I mean, you guys you hit another all-time low yesterday, and that's fine. Tokens bleed, things bleed. It's crypto. It's a rough business, and bad projects suck. They cost a lot of money, man. It is what it is, but even I think even the most diehard folks have got to be stepping up here just a little bit and saying, "What the hell?" And what I mean by that is, at the same time that this thing just continues to annihilate itself, we'll just you can't really see it real well. 14 days, you can see it decently. At the same time that you're basically getting this token is just being annihilated, Bitcoin's up. Bitcoin picked up, had a really nice pump yesterday. Good couple of percentages, man. It carried up alts. It carried up. I made a bunch of money, man. I'm actually to the point now where I'm effectively just leverage trading Bitcoin, man. That's about the only way that I'm really, really earning well. A couple of my alt tokens are doing well. This one, that guy right there, Jackal. Jackal's had just a wonderful month. But AMP is typically been getting a decent amount of recovery when Bitcoin does, and you're just not getting it now. So it's a little bit alarming to me. Really wondering what it's going to take here. Look, man, math is not on your side on this. It just isn't. That's the problem. It's not the SDK. It's not Ampera. It's not the team. It's not the SEC. It's not any of these things. It's literally math. Math is what is working against you right here, and it's that's kind of tough to overcome. It would take a massive amount of money to move this token, and here's the problem with it. And this kind of goes down to really, really basic trading, basic investing. Effectively, anybody who's pouring in at this time, anybody who's pouring into this thing is effectively exit liquidity for anybody who bought yesterday. And it's not a tremendous amount of volume. There's only 4.5 million. Only that's only in crypto that we actually say that. They were like, oh, it's only 4.5 million. That's a good amount of money. But effectively, anybody who bought yesterday, anybody who comes in after them is exit liquidity for them. And these are people who can move some really, really meaningful volume. And look, tokens like this, when they hit that bottom, they just keep going. They're feeding frenzies for guys who will move in a decent amount of money and then just scalp off 1 or 2%. They lost control of this token. All right. They have no control over this thing whatsoever. And when you're talking about something that has a total supply of $100 billion, it's just ludicrous when you have to consider how much money is going to have to pour into this thing to start really meaningfully moving that needle. AMPS really did what very few tokens have done, aside from the true scams, the true rugs, the true everything, is that this thing has had the organic death spiral that you just don't see that a lot. Now, part of it's their staking. They're putting out new tokens. I think it's 8% ish. I haven't looked at the pools in a long time, guys. But that's going out every single day, which is devaluing everything that's out there if nobody's buying it up. Math. They're still paying the team. That's multiple teams now. These guys are still being paid in AMP tokens. They've disclosed that. They came right out and said it. So what do you think they're doing, man? Do they have other jobs? And then they just do this part-time so that they can bankroll the AMP? No, they're doing this full time because you let them, because you pay them. And they are going to get those tokens in and they're going to liquidate them. That's sell pressure right on top of you. Um, the organic growth, man, look, that's always been AMP's thing, is the organic growth. People spending crypto. We're changing the world one transaction at a time. And I was on board years ago. I was on board. I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. We should do that, man. Let's get some stables, put them out there. People can use crypto. I think that'd be pretty cool. But it's that moment is past. So it's tough for me at the small percentage that actually gets gulped up or captured by the protocol when somebody makes a purchase. It is double tough for me to try to imagine how much volume you would need to move that. I mean, that's a Herculean amount that you would need to move that needle, and the bulk of the world doesn't even have a crypto wallet. So it has nothing to do with that. You can't use spend without some kind of wallet, because you have to be able to push money into it. And right now, that's all you got. That's all that exists is spend. Nothing else. Spend. So again, the hopium thing around the new protocols and that it's going to change everything up. It's not going to change the fact that this thing is going to need a massive, shocking, oh my God, crypto, it's not the time right now, but a massive influx of capital to really get that number moving right there, to really, really get that thing picking up, man. And I'm just not seeing it. If you're in it, you're in it. And I'm not telling you to sell. I don't care what you do with your money, man. It's your business. I'm doing okay. That right there. If you're looking to diversify, just saying. It's it's tough here, guys, man. I really do want to spread some hopium around this. I'm planting flowers, man. They told me if you plant flowers, we'll let you back on the Reddit. So I've been up, planting flowers, and it ain't working because you're giving me nothing. And mood of the community is a little bit rough. Ultimately, man, look, breakdown. Take away all of the hokum. Take away all of the promises, all the coming soons, all the SDK imminent, and all the partners in the switch. Take away the magical switch and just look at this objectively. And take out a piece of paper and a pencil and start doing some math and trying to figure out what it will take to move that number. Because your opportunity costs of holding this token are staggering. That's the math that I would like to see. Now, if you're in it, again, you're stuck, you're in it, just enjoy, man. But diversify. Help yourself, man. Diversify out. You have enough AMP. Anyway, guys, questions or comments, scott@thepodcast.com. I'll answer any and all. And that's it, man. Until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money, guys. Cheers.